favourite character from a book? Jack is with the winners. Jack.
Hello, I'm here with the Book Week Costume and Character winners, Sam Parry, Mark Smardo and Digby Worthmiller. So, how did you three come up with your book characters?
Well, my book character was a German pilot from Friend or Foe by Michael Mapurgo, and yeah, I just really loved that book, so I thought, man, I should do that for my book week, so yeah.
Michael Rosen is one of my favourite writers of all time, and so I decided to do one of his books, Uncle Billy Being Silly. And I decided to do a soccer player who's been sent to his room by Dad. He doesn't have a name in the book, but he was really cool to do.
I'm in his Cat in the Hat and by Dr. Zeus, and I decided to go as him because I thought I could make it really funny and sound interesting, and it was really easy to memorise.
How did you prepare and write your speeches?
Well, I didn't really prepare or write a speech. I just, because I knew the book really well and I really enjoyed it, so I just improvised it when I got up on the stage.
The night before the day, I decided that I would entertain the audience because, like, you only get it once and you may as well just make the most of it while you're there. So I decided to do that and just muck around.
I did my speech how I put some of the words into my speech and some of the words I just made up, so that I could just memorise it really easily.
How did you make your costumes, or where did you find them?
Well, I did Private Peaceful last year for Book Week, and I already had like a army soldier's costume, so I just got like a helmet for a German pilot and some goggles and some my mum's birds, and
yeah. Well, I got mine from the floor of my room. You know, just picked them up and said, yeah, okay, I'll go on this.
Well, I just use newspaper and old scrap materials that my mum had used before.
Thanks, boys. This is Jack Monckton reporting for Huntley News.
Thanks, Jack. Also, last week was cross country. Matthew Fox is with the winners.
Hi there. I'm here with the cross country winners Sam Parry, Geordie Ellis and Oliver O'Leary. Firstly, boys, what do you enjoy about running?
I enjoy the different challenges.
I enjoy the adrenaline.
I enjoy the different places you can run and you have challenges to run against.
Before most sports sessions leading up to the cross country, we were practicing the run. How did this help your final result?
The fitness.
Yeah, mostly the same. Good fitness is always good.
Also the fitness and also you know the course.
Do you have any running tips?
Get fitter.
Have big long strides at the start, that helps a lot.
Keep your head up and breathe in your mouth and out of your nose.
And if you had light shoes, that's good to wear. Final question for Geordie. In the race, Jack Gay was right on your tail. What was this like to have such a close finish?
Well, it was very scary and I knew that I had to pimp it up a little, so I did that and I came out with the win.
Thank you, boys. This is Matthew Fox reporting for Huntley News.
The Huntley umbrellas saves you from rain. Only $40.
Hello, I'm here with Miss Brett, the First 11 hockey coach. Miss Brett, how do you think the first and the second teams played against Southern?
Well, Rawiri, I think they did very well against a side that are incredibly strong. They have about 14 or 15 hockey teams and we only have 2. I thought the second 11 played particularly well. They never gave up. And the first 11 got a little bit of a lesson on how to play excellent hockey, but they also never gave up and showed a lot of GDP.
What do they need to work on for their next games?
Well, it's just the basic skills really, keeping the ball on the stick, passing into the gap and running on, and also marking on defence.
You have recently selected your hockey captain. How did you go about making the selection?
Well, it's quite a difficult one this year between Digby Worthmuller and Ethan Gillespie, my vice captain and captain. And basically they were just both really good boys, and I asked Mr. Gay to help me out make the decision.
Thank you for the time, Ms. Pratt. This is Rowdy Warner reporting for Huntley News.
Hello, I'm here with the first 15 coaches, Mr. Edwards and Mr. Macaulay.
Hi Ben.
So, how do you think your game went against Savile?
Well, firstly I think it went well because first things first, Ben, we got a win. We came away from Southall with a win, and it's always hard travelling up there and being billeted, so to win the game was a good outcome.
Yeah, it was a laboured bus trip for the boys, so they're a bit more lethargic than normal. But as Mr. Edwards said, a win's a win, so in most prep matches you'll take that.
Did you come out of the game feeling positive?
We came out of the game mixed emotions. We know that we can play a lot better than what we did. As I said, a win's a win, but we certainly came away with things to work on.
Yeah, that was the thing, I think, Ben. I mean, it was a win, but there were quite a few things that we didn't do very well, especially in the second half we dropped off. So we came away feeling positive, but plenty to work on as well.
Okay. How are you feeling about your future games?
As a team and as a team culture this year, we've decided that anything that we do, we're going to do well. So we always look positive to our future games. We're not getting a lot of competition on Saturday, so we've looked at playing a Palmy Boys Year 9 team, and that was a good win for us yesterday. But we've obviously got the big ones coming up, Scots this Thursday, and the real big one next Saturday against Herewith at home. So that's our goal. Our goal is to hopefully go through the season, prep season, undefeated.
So yeah, Herewith coming up here at Huntley as a big one, but looking forward to next term as well. We'll have Herewith away, and Wellesley, we'll be playing them, and Medbury will be coming up here. So lots of exciting prep matches to look forward to, as long as we can build on our platform, what we've already started with our wins, and continue to build on and work together as a team, and hopefully we won't get any injuries or things like that.
Finally, do you think there is anything you can work on?
There's always things to work on, Ben. It's been hard at practices because we're not getting a lot of things from our Saturday games to work on. But I mean, we want to keep positive within the team unit, keep supporting each other, and they're just young rugby players. There's always skills you can extend on for future games.
So I think that's the beauty of having two coaches in the first 15 as well, Ben. So when we play a match, we can come away and have our work-ons, and Mr. Macaulay can go away and work with the forwards, work on what they need to do. I can take the backs away, work on what we need to do, consolidate that, then play our Saturday match and work on from there. So I agree with Mr. Macaulay, always things to work on, but they're usually different things depending week in, week out.
Thank you for this time. This is Ben Strang reporting from Huntley News.
Hello, today I'm here with Mr. Brown, the coach of the First 11 football team. So, Mr. Brown, how do you think the team went at Southall?
Unfortunately, we came up against a really strong First 11 from Southall. They have 24 plus teams, so their skill level was way above ours. We didn't play particularly well in the first half, but the second half was a lot better, and we managed to score a goal against them, which was pretty impressive.
What do you think the team needs to work on?
I think marking up and defence is probably one of our major issues, other than maybe controlling the ball and making sure our passes are accurate.
Do you think the boys had a better game against Hedlow?
They did, although we only played for 20 minutes of the game pretty well, and then the other minutes let the game fall away from us and let two quick goals go in and our heads dropped.
How do you think the seconds are playing at the moment?
The seconds haven't had too many games, unfortunately, as a second 11, but the Bees have had a few good games in their division and they've done pretty well, and only lost one match in the round so far.
Thank you for giving up your time to do this interview. This is Brennan Couchman reporting for Huntley News with the latest from the football.
The new Huntley mugs.
Tastes so good.
Save me a cup.
Oh, there you go, mate. It's good enough for steal. Don't mug me. Only $15.
Let's see what Georgie has in store for us for the weather. Georgie?
Thank you, Digby and Jake. And now on to the weather. Now we're looking down, way down into Queenstown. Get your skis on, cause it's snowing. Now to Nelson, which is, well, just Nelson. Not forgetting our capital, Wellington, which is just mighty fine with gay and false woods. Mountain is pretty chilly, and I don't mean South America's chilly. I mean Chile. And finally Gisborne. It saw the sun first. Well, it was meant to. Far too many clouds. Damn! This is Mary Potter with the latest weather. Peace out to Digby and Jake.
Now for this week's good tour is Mrs. Richardson for organising the book week. Levi Woolston is with her now.
Hello, I'm here with Mrs. Richardson, our chosen good sort, who organised the recent book week. Everyone loved book week. How did you prepare book week?
Well, we have to start pretty early. Very soon we have to decide which week we're going to hold it. Simply because Huntley's such a busy place with so many things happening that we've got to choose a week when there's nothing else major happening. And then once we've decided when we're going to have it, I have to do things like book an author through the New Zealand Book Council, perhaps, or maybe, and then I also book Stu DeVale because he has come the last, maybe 5 years, and the boys really love him. I think he's great.
Do you think book week will inspire boys to read?
Definitely, definitely, because for a start there's the costumes and characters day, and all the boys get out there and they see their friends as characters and they think, wow, that book sounds, and they hear what you've got to say about the book and they think, that book sounds exciting and I must read that. And so a lot of boys just from that day alone come up with all sorts of books they want to read. And then of course Stu DeVale, he's so zany and enthusiastic, and so many boys really want to read his books after hearing him.
How did you come up with the questions for the squad book week?
Well, actually I sometimes go online and look up quizzes and find a few, but actually mostly I walk around the library and I find the books that are the most popular and I just take them off the shelf and I'll go and have a look, and often if I've read it, it's easy to come up with questions. So that's basically what I do.
Thank you for your time today. This is Levi Woolston reporting with Huntley News.
And that's it for this week. From the Huntley School News team,
I'm Digby.
And I'm Jake.